Thanks so much for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's a Saturday presentation of the NBA. It'll be the Toronto Raptors facing off against the Los Angeles Clippers. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for Toronto. And for the Clippers, Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4.
Well, I tell you what, the Clippers playing in the Western Conference knew they'd have to take care of business facing Eastern Conference opponents, and they did. 21-9 against the East, and a bunch of highlight real plays along the way.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Feeds to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for the Clippers against the East, they had a winning record against every division out there. That's exactly what any coach, Steve, would hope for at the start of the season.
And you'll remember the Clippers went on that big streak in December, and I think the early part of the season they won 17 games in a row. A lot of those games out on the road back east. So I thought that established the tone for the Clippers for last year.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Barnes screen on Westbrook. Off the pick. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And George, here we go. Count the bucket. George has got his first bucket of the night.
3 straight makes to start this game, looking good.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Passes it to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Number 3. He's covered by Leonard. That's good.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. They set the screen. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
So it's Toronto now, trailing by 2. Number 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George with the ball. Westbrook kicks to George. Number 40, a second chance effort.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Westbrook. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. Dictating the pace and making sure that pace is up-tempo is what he's hoping they can do in this one. He said, we're fast, we know it, and we're going to make sure they know it too.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Number 43, Morris with the rebound.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Leonard kicks to George. That doesn't go either for George.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
There's a good screen. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's rebounded by Leonard.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Number 40 gets it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Number 3, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. He has 7.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside, George. The feed to Westbrook. Left side, Westbrook. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
And that one's good. Raptors trail by 3. There's the pick. Number 43, defended by Morris. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Number 43, can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Man passes to Powell. He dishes it to Plumlee. The pass to Man. Launches a 3. Gets it to go.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Barton. Boucher. That one wide left.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And it's blocked by Porter. .149 left to play here in the first. He feeds it to Barton. .6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And another skill that sets him apart, his success rate on catch-and-shoot jumpers. It's not every player that has such a great feel for that particular shot.
Passes to man, kicks it to Powell. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Number 7, defended by Barton. Powell, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 5.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Number 23, defended by man. Boucher. The Clippers grab the miss. He kicks it to Powell. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. A fader. That one off the back iron and out. Raptors trail by 5. They set the pick. Here's Barton. Boucher. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Number 23. No luck. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Raptors trail by 3. Dishes it to Barton. Can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Batum passes to man. Back to Batum. The dish to Powell. And he slams that one down.
Muscle flex time on that jam.
He wanted these people, Steve, to hear that one.
He got that right. Going up with some force.
After a big improvement defensively in 11-12, the Raptors took a step back in that department last year with all the moving parts, young players they added, and gelling that had to be done. You could see why that would have been the case.
There's the bucket. Good.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Clippers leading by 3. Man passes to Powell. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Well, we do know young teams struggle with D, as you were talking about, Clark, and the Raptors definitely fell into that category last season. Some athletic players for sure. And, you know, they could get better this year and beyond, Steve, if they work as a unit. Of course, that'll be the key.
Yeah, they weren't bad by any means last season. I mean, they would end up near the middle or at least bottom third of every big defensive stat. But, you know, they made some strides, and I think this year they have to take that next step, and they've got to continue to build on what they have.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Well, free throw's good from Powell. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. And, Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games. And just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason. And they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
Here's Leonard. After the made shot from Porter, Powell dishes to Leonard. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. Good as the jump shot falls.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Number 3. He's covered by Leonard. Number 3. Nice defense from Leonard.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Here's Powell. Toronto grabs the miss. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Number 3, defended by Plumlee. Number 35, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home, where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know that they called this Staples Center home as well last year, and I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
That free throw, no good. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and when they got out and ran, this place was really rocking. And this Clipper team has a roster full of guys that can make a play that ignites a crowd, and some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Raptors trail by 4. Number 33, he's covered by Leonard. Number 3, 11 feet out, and he hits it. 9 points in the game so far. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick, because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already, and that they can make improvement with.
And so here's Toronto. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Number 4. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop, and they were right in his face.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
The Raptors making a switch here. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Leonard. The shot is off. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Number 3, defended by Morris. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. Again, Toronto.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And George kicks to Leonard. They set the pick. Shot off the screen, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but We really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
Toronto trailing. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Raptors trail by 4. Number 3. He's covered by Leonard. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Number 45. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Outside Leonard. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that one's good. He's got 12.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, it wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13-28 as the visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. Here's Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but, Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
You know, one of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home, and that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
And so here's Toronto. It's a three-point game. 6 to shoot. Number 3. He's covered by Leonard. Gets it to go. 14 points for him.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
And here's Westbrook. He has 7. Back to Leonard. Feeds it to George. Offensive rebound. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Clippers lead by 3.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And so here's Toronto. The rebound by Paul George.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Here's the screen. Number 43. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
For Toronto, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. The first free throw is good. And the Raptors making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
There's the feed to Morris. And there's the pass to Westbrook. Three-pointer. And another three for the Clippers. And that does it for the first half of play. Los Angeles on top, up by 7. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And a fun game going on out in Los Angeles. Thanks for joining us. The Clippers looking good at the midway point. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. Kawhi Leonard has stood out in the early going. He has 11 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. The Raptors are still in it and going all out. They're getting up in guys' jerseys, looking to send every shot into the 12th row. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view here of the skyline over Los Angeles, California, as we welcome you back. Raptors trail by 7. There's the pick. This one for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area that you can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
Now here's Leonard. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. Morris has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Clippers.
Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Here's Westbrook. The Raptors getting the bucket.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Raptors trail by 10. Raptors moving the ball around. Number 3, defended by Morris. Number 3. The shot is off. Excellent D there. Clippers leading by 10. He dishes it to Westbrook. Number 40. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. He's got 8.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And the Raptors call time here. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Number 3. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard with the steal. George passes to Westbrook. Right through the D for the layup. Westbrook's got 14 points.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now here's Barnes. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The tray from beyond the arc and then some. Los Angeles leading by 11. Outside Westbrook. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
On the free throw, no good. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Takes the 3. Good on the shot. 19 points in the game.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for them.
And here are the Clippers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. And boy, that looked like Hilton. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Porter's checked in for Toronto. Raptors trail by 8. Number 11, defended by Powell. Here's the 3, and that one's good.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. Pass to Man. He feeds it to Powell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Toronto. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Number 11. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Here's Powell. 6 points for him. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Gives him the lead pass. Plumlee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
And Toronto making a change here. That one is no good. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Barton. Number 23. The Raptors rebound with 1 on the clock. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Kicks it to Powell. Outside, George. He passes to Powell. On deep. And the Clippers miss again.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 1. 1:10 left to play here in the third. The pass to Man, and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And Toronto making a change here. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field. Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Here's Powell after the made shot from Porter. Outside, George to end the drought. Good. George has got 7.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Toronto with the ball. A 2-point game. It's hauled in by George.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Wide open. And yes, sir, that one drops. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Number 23. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 11.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Number 43. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Man. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Batum for 3. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Number 19, defended by Batum. To the inside. Number 4. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And he knocks down the first one. The Raptors making a switch here. Good on both. Raptors trail by 8. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Number 45. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
He kicks it to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Toronto's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Number 11, defended by George. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Clock at 6. Number 45. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Number 19. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Tries again. Leonard, no luck.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Raptors making a switch here. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. The finger roll finish at the bucket. George has got 11 in the second half.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Inside, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. 13 feet away, but they recover it. Just 5 to shoot. Number 3. Number 43. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch. Gotta love it.
Get the perimeter.
Now here's Leonard. Passes it to man. George drills the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 4.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Number 3. That 3 off the mark.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Outside, George. Covington, and the pass to man. Outside, George. There's the 3. Number 40, blocked. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
This is to Leonard. Left side, George. That doesn't go either for George. Raptors trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Number 11. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
Outside, George. Outside, Westbrook. Now the dish to Leonard. George pulls up on the wing. Right through the shoulder that time. All net. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Number 45. No good. Westbrook with the nice D there.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Shot is no good. Raptors trail by 3. There's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
Clippers leading by 3. Now George, outside Westbrook. Back to George. Pass to Westbrook. The high post shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Toronto's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Feeds it to Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Number 43. And again, no good by Toronto. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 38% from the floor. Looking good. Left side, Westbrook. Now the feed to Morris. It's George on the wing. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Westbrook. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Barnes screen on Westbrook. Barnes up top. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
It's Westbrook with the drive. George. Back to Westbrook. From 18 feet away. Good! Huge shot there, and the crowd part knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy. Talk about some happy people, man. These fans are fired up.
Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Number 3, money.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Well, they've done that for sure.
They sure have. That shot right there had a huge effect on this crowd.
So it's the Clippers now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. They set the pick. Number 43. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And here comes Leonard. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. He feeds it to Barnes, launches it, buries it from outside. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Five seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.